Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. I'm a licensed cognitive behavior therapist, that's a CBT therapist, and a licensed mental health counselor. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the contents in this channel. This is all my thoughts, my speculations, and my opinions. We all are entitled to our thoughts. Okay. So I looked at Dylan's VSCO page, and she's got a photo on the left with a boyfriend on there, both wearing ski masks. The right photo is the rumored ski mask photo that apparently seemed to be around the house at the times of the unalivings. From Snapchat. Could it be a coincidence, is the question. Do you all remember that these pictures were circulating in the beginning of this case? DM was allegedly on VSCO. That is what we all should be focused on. It's strange that the 911 call and the text messages the girls were sending each other, BF and DM, did not mention anything about VSCO. DM was taking pictures with her boyfriend, Quinn Kelly, who was allegedly there at 1122 Kings Road. I personally believe he was the one driving the black truck that we kept on seeing flashing its lights from 1122 Kings Road, coming down the hill and passing by at Taylor Avenue at 3:01. We have seen that black truck before, and we've seen DM standing in front of the big black truck with a set of keys. I've heard different rumors that the truck belongs to her father. I've heard that the truck belongs to Quinn Kelly's father. And I heard that the truck could belong to DM's stepmother, who's a paralegal. What interests me is the black truck. The tripod said that at 2 a.m. there was a black truck in front of 1122 Kings Road, and they saw a female running from the sliding door to in front of the house. This could be all true or this could be all false, but these are things that we should focus on. I always believe that the beginning of the case holds the most truth. DM and BF were at home by 1 a.m. That's what the police said. Zana and Ethan, its timelines, are the ones that the police was having a hard time. That is the reason the Sigma Chi fraternity was under investigation. Inside Edition News said clearly that the Sigma Chi fraternity was under the microscope. Now, those are deep words, under the microscope. There was a party at the Sigma Chi fraternity, and we'll come back to that, where Ethan and Zana were. Allegedly, BF was in that party too, so she would have seen them. But I want to focus on DM and Quinn Kelly. Quinn Kelly has always said that he's never been in Idaho, Moscow. Never been in Idaho, Moscow. But yet again, I have proof that he was in Idaho, Moscow in August 2022. He was entering the sliding door. So once a person starts lying, you simply got a problem. Why would you lie and say I've never been to Idaho, Moscow, when you have a girlfriend at 1122 Kings Road? And when we have evidence that you and DM, Quinn Kelly, was walking to the sliding door. Let me show you. I know this is a blurry picture, but if y'all know how Quinn Kelly dresses, you would have automatically known that it's him. You can see DM on the left-hand side and Queen Kelly walking into the sliding door. Why would you say that you've never been to 1122 Kings Road or Idaho, Moscow, when there's evidence of you here? And why would the college students say that Queen Kelly and DM was seen at 1122 Kings Road and he was shaking? They were taking pictures on VSCO. I came across this. Take this with a grain of salt. This was in the beginning of the case. So about the interview with the dad, saying she did or didn't call 911. There was this interview with Steve Gongalves that was so confusing. It sounded like he said she did call 911, but yet again, it sounded like she didn't. I remember there was a lot of discussion about that. I understand there's a lot of debate over what he actually said. So obviously no one called 911 during the actual... let me start again. So about the interview with her dad, saying she did or didn't call 911. I understand that there's a lot of debate over what he actually said. So obviously, no one called 911 during the actual assault, but it could be referring to a prior call. I found a timeline of events on a site that referenced a 911 call from the bar that prior night. This timeline was posted before the interview we are debating. So potentially they called 911 earlier about an incident at the bar. Very interesting. Do you all remember in the beginning of this case, we've heard that Kaylee called 911 and we were confused about what Steve actually said. It sounded like he said she did call 911. She did call 911. And there was a rumor that Kaylee and Maddie called 911 while they were at the corner club at the bar. I wonder if a fight broke out in the bar. Because we have Jack Showalter who looks very injured. And then we have Jack Showalter allegedly threatening the girls on the way to the corner club. You know we're going to get you for this, Maddie. And that's the time Kaylee says, Maddie, what did you tell Adam? And Maddie said, I told Adam everything. Adam, Jack D, and Jack Showalter were at the corner club. So was Jovito and half of the people at the grub truck. There wasn't many bars open. It was just a corner club and another club. So these students gather a lot at the corner club. And when you think of it, Maddie was spending a lot of time at the corner club. If you'll remember in August 2022, when the police came for the noise complaint and they spoke to Maddie on the phone, Maddie was at the corner club. What was actually going on in the corner club? In the interview, the vape shop manager said that Kaylee had a stalker, and even the stalker stalked her once at Main Street. That's where the corner club is at. In psychology, we always look at the relationships between the people living together, their lifestyles, the traumas they've gone through in their life, and what was going on with the roommates and the students and their relationships before this tragedy happened. I always keep in mind that DM, Showalter, and Bethany Funk know each other. DM and Showalter attended the same high school in Boise, Idaho. Dylan Mortensen via VSCO and Bethany Funk via VSCO. VSCO has caught my attention from the very beginning, and I was waiting for it to be mentioned in the transcript. It wasn't mentioned. I wonder if law enforcement was aware that DM, BF, Quinn Kaylee were all taking pictures on VSCO. And they were doing it anonymously. So people can't actually see. Only the people who are meant to see it. They were using Snapchat Geo too. Now picture Ethan and Zana and Bethany Funk at Sigma Chi Fraternity party. Isn't it odd and strange that no one has a picture of Ethan and Zana that night? I wonder what happened to all the 4 victims' phones. Was it taken by the suspect? Was it left behind? Or could it have been taken by someone else? Because let's not forget, there were many people, many students who were at the crime scene before the police arrived. And let's be honest about it. The surviving roommates did not call 911 for 8 hours. So this is a crime scene that has been tampered with from the very beginning. But my focus is on VSCO. The pictures that were being taken there and uploaded by DM need to be investigated. VSCO. That is important. Dylan Mortensen via VSCO and Bethany Funk via VSCO. How come all these pictures were being taken via VSCO? They were making them anonymous. People were paying Venmos $6 each. Were these people watching a fight club? Allegedly. Were these people watching an unliving? Allegedly. What were they paying $6 for? Is my question. Could there be any pictures of the victims on VSCO? I wonder. So this is how the doorknobs, the door locks look like. I wonder why Zana needed to change her locks. Was she under some kind of threat? Why was Kaylee studying from home? Was she under some kind of threat? Or was there issues going on between the roommates and the surviving roommates? What was actually going on? If you look on the left-hand side, it's written 13th November 2022, 3:33 in the morning. This picture was uploaded by DM. You can see DMM26. At 3:33 is actually when the text messages between DM and BF go silent. They go silent from 2:53 when Maddie Morgan tried calling BF. It goes quiet from 2:53 to 3:57, I believe, or 3:51, sorry. 59 or 58 minutes, there's silence. But guess what? DM is uploading pictures. The date is written there, and that is not a lie. That's not fabricated. And it's not even one picture she uploaded. We've heard plenty of times that Kaylee got Showalter, aka Hoodie Guy, kicked out of the corner club. And he snapped. Ethan got Showalter, aka Hoodie Guy, kicked out of his fraternity, Delta Tau Delt. We've heard from a young woman who used to work with Showalter, and she said keep a proper eye on him. She said he's aggressive. She said I had to slap him to get him out of my way. She said he's bothered other young waitresses working at the restaurant, Flatbread in Boise, Idaho. And she said there's reports that we have given our manager. So I don't think people will be making up stories, especially when they're saying that there's reports logged in of our complaints. Did Showalter snap that night, is my question. This is the second picture DM uploaded on the 13th of November, 2022. The time was 3:33 at night. 3:33. Was this a sacrifice? Was this rituals they were doing? Why would you take pictures at such an odd time? I pay attention and observe pictures. I want to know why DM is showing the finger and why her friend is showing the thumb. It could be just an innocent picture, but it can't be a coincidence when people were being unalived. Where was Kaylee? Where was Maddie? Where was Ethan? And where was Anna? May they rest in peace, is my question. DM and a VSCO need to be investigated properly. The reason I say that is because they did not call 911 for 8 to 9 hours. Fo-Chan told us DM heard rummaging upstairs and she thought it was the Sigma Chi fraternity boys. Both these girls seem to have the same dresses on. The Good Vibes picture I've spoke about before. It's not standing straight like the way it's supposed to. There was fingerprints on the Good Vibes picture. That was one of the 3 unidentified male DNAs. Where was DM and where was BF? Why did they take 8 hours to call 911? DM, why were you uploading these pictures at such a strange time? DM, where's Queen Kelly? Your boyfriend was seen there that night, allegedly. The college students said that themselves. We wouldn't have known about that information if the college students did not bring that up. I personally believe that DM has beef with what happened 13 days before the unalivings. You could clearly see DM looked really distressed. Maddie was sitting on her lap. They were pouring a drink in her mouth. It seemed like hazing to me. They tied DM up, put her in a room. She looked very sad. She had those glasses on, those dark glasses. And you can imagine. It's still up on Maddie's TikTok. It is really concerning for me. TikTok should have taken it down due to the respect of Maddie losing her life. But I wonder why Maddie put it up. I think she wanted the world to know something. What happened at the corner club? I can picture hoodie guy being thrown out, refusing to go out, maybe got a couple of punches. That's just my thoughts, guys. And he was already kicked out of his frat. I'm sure he snapped. DM and Queen Kelly need to be investigated. Please let me know what you think. Please like, share, and subscribe. May the correct justice be served for these 4 victims, and may they rest in peace.